Hey fellow privateers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Scrappy Privateer, Episode 21, Freebooter. So I'm going to update the priority now. Explore the Western Galaxy for pirate missions. So I'm going to have to do this relatively quick. I just picked up a ton of missions, but those mission payouts are going to be very vital for me to make significant investments for my fleet and for my planets. So I don't want to linger too much. I just want to get the missions done. So the other thing I meant to ask is, should I respec to remove D-mods when I get a second story point? So I'll explain the choice here in full. At the end of last stream, in order to win the fight myself, I spec'd into cybernetic augmentation, which increased the damage of my ship by 8% and reduced the damage taken by my ship for 8%. Basically, it's 1% for each elite skill that I have, and it's doubled for the flagship. So it's not a huge boon, but like 8% more damage and 8% less damage taken is nice. What I can do is I can remove that and remove some of the other either technology or leadership or combat abilities to then get hull restoration so that I can start patching my very broken pirate fleet back together, because I have a lot of D-mods on my pirate fleet and they're not going to get any better if I don't, repair them or restore them. All right, and we are headed out to do a lot of like ship stuff. So what I think I want to do is to bring some of my more decent ships with me, but not to take so many ships, because if I take a ton of ships, it's just going to be really expensive. So I have 2 idle officers. I will take some really small ships with me. I'm actually going to leave behind the Mora. There. So every officer has a ship. Granted, 2 of them are riding the non-combat ships, but I don't care, because I'm trying to do this run inexpensively. Cool. And you guys overwhelmingly want me to respec for the D-mods. So I wanted to save a story point as a sort of insurance policy if I get like jumped or something, but I will be doing that. Got it. There was one other thing I wanted to do, was just make sure that my fleet moves quickly. So my Paragon could definitely have their speed increased, for sure. So I'm going to get rid of Flux Distributor and add, because we're mostly just exploring, add an augmented drive field. And then Phantom and Lorax are also a little slower. So I'm going to, as much as it pains me to do, because obviously survey equipment allows me to survey the quest locations more, I am going to militarize their systems so they're a little bit faster as well, instead of bringing a tug, because my tug is also really slow. So bringing a tug will actually slow me down and have me spend a ton of fuel. So now the slowest ship is 9, and that means we're going to be able to travel a lot faster. All right, I do need more crew, but I want to take just over the minimum crew because I don't want to have to pay them. Basically, we're trying to save as much money as we can so that I can afford colony upgrades, but we will want to completely top up on fuel, even though it's very costly, and supplies. Cool. All right, out we go. Looking at the accepted missions, Let's go to Alpha Yomi first. I'm going to ignore the technology crate because that one doesn't time out. Oh, although we're in the neighborhood. We could do it. I would have to... I'll consider doing it, but I have to check how much time I have remaining on all the other quests because I don't want to fail them. I need the money. We're basically very poor belters at this point. We just need to get paid. Given the time sensitivity of these quests, I am probably just going to plow through storms. I don't have time to take it easy. So this probe is near the center star. Got it. Oh, whoa. There's a Terran world here. This is... It has no gate, but 3 desert worlds and a Terran world? Holy hell. I will search for that probe. There's also other fleets here. I don't know if it's God tier system, because what is meta is... Oh, there's a survey ship. I mean, one in Rome, right? So it has some ramparts. That's fine. I will ram the ramparts apart. You are my heavy escort wing. Yeah. So the reason why I don't think it's a God tier system is what is God tier uses a lot of the colony upgrade items. So God tier would be, in my opinion, a farm world, a hot world where you can make a hot world with no atmosphere, where you can use the cryarithmetic engine and make an orbital works that has low hazard, a Valdal's world for fuel. Like what God tier is not necessarily like farm friendly. So highly fertile worlds, a bunch of highly fertile worlds actually doesn't make for good meta, in my opinion, which is strange. I know, but that's just the way the game works. One rampart down. I think the right rampart has like Cyclone Reaper launcher built into the right side of it, which is the only thing of concern here, because if a Cyclone Reaper launcher hit me with Reaper torpedoes, I would have a bad time. Yep, but the ship to my south just to save it. And now all they have is Bastillion left. There's stupid debris between me and it. There we go. Easy peasy. What did I get? Oh, yeah, I mean, not bad. And the preliminary survey of probably... Oh, of one of the desert worlds here. Another orbital fusion lamp. I give one and I get one. Right on. And I got another story point, so I'll be respecking in just a minute. So let's do that. So I'm obviously going to be ditching cybernetic augmentation. I'm going to be ditching probably flux regulation, picking up salvaging, picking up polarized armor. It pains me a little bit to ditch energy weapon mastery, but realistically, enemies don't get close to me. They like stay very, very, very far away because they're scared. And then the last thing I need to ditch 2 more. So maybe combat endurance for... Ooh. So makeshift equipment would reduce my supply consumption for ship maintenance, making it cheaper to run a fleet, and also reduce the amount of resources required to survey planets, which is probably very useful now. It's not really a combat ability. Ordnance expertise is somewhat of a combat ability, so maybe I'll go ordnance expertise. Getting flux capacity per ordnance point spent on weapons for the elite version. And then one more gunnery implants for hull restoration. Keeping field modulation, because the Paragon, the reason it's strong is its shields, and field modulation is one of the best abilities you can get to boost your shields. So some of the excess vents and capacitors were removed that I got from flux regulation. So there's 5 unspent ordnance points for my flagship. That's not a problem. How much does this cost to survey? 80? I'm just going to do prelim surveys. That was like a hot desert world. So there's a drone. There it is. That's the one we want. And I will kill the garbage myself. Because there's I'm fighting in a Corona, I didn't want to field my other ships. Because it's like it does costly damage to them. Although, you know what I might want? I might want the Tempest. They have a bunch of small fast movers who might not commit to actually attacking me, which would be annoying. It depends on how their AI handles this. Because sometimes their tiny ships will just run from me, and I don't want to sit in the corona of a star waiting for the small ships to commit to coming close. Let me reduce flux by hitting my fortress. Dropping my shield so I don't overload. I don't see any scary torpedoes being launched my way. Which is the only real thing that I have to worry about when dropping shields when around small ships. Because small ships won't have guns that can really do significant damage to me. But they might have like a Reaper torpedo or two, which could be pretty devastating. And I was right. Yeah, the Tempest was really nice to have, because some of their ships are kind of non-committal. So having the Tempest be able to chase them down ends the fight early. And a lot more gamma cores. Cool. Warden class drone, I don't really care. So the hull restoration only removes demods from your current ships in your fleet. So if for instance, I only wanted to remove the demods of Destroy with Roy, I could dock all the other ships, fly Destroy with Roy myself, and it would guarantee that Destroy with Roy's demods would be removed. So let's survey this golden world here. 75% has rating, rich farmland, moderate ore, abundant organics. That's a pretty good world, especially given that it doesn't have transplutonic ore. Because if it has transplutonic ore, you can't farm. You can't improve the farming. So that's a good bread basket world. My combat readiness is a little low. Or maybe I'll sit around for a day. What is my timers here? 42 days, 49 days. Yeah, I can't sit around. I'm just gonna take this fight real quick, even though my combat readiness is a little low. I'll field a few ships and cut through them quick. Oh, missiles away. Hashimoto, thank you for the resub. And Frenchie too. It is nice not fighting in the corona of a star. Come on, little sentry. Trying to shoot me with flame out missiles. Wow, my point defense is horrible. I like how I can just use my Tachyon Lance to blow up one of their missiles. Yeah, this is why I fielded the Tempest in the last fight, because I wanted to avoid situations where it's just like a stupid waiting game of like, please get close to me. In fact, where is the Tempest? Oh, the Tempest is getting their snot kicked out of them. Okay, let me field a few extra ships and help that Tempest out. I was wondering why the Tempest wasn't helping me with this little ship, and it's because it's like fighting 3 ships on its own. Now with me having respect, there's a very, very high likelihood that I get my ships back, and that they don't get demods if they get destroyed. They get disabled instead. Because that's, yeah, so the Tempest just got disabled. Because that's one of the benefits of the tree that I invested in. Oh, come on. There we go. Get it. Alright, what's left? Let's do a full assault. And we should be done in just a second. Before I forget, let me turn on the Yoda cam too. Come on, guys. You're fighting like a Bastillion and a Warden. That should be easy. There we go. Tempest did not get an extra demod. That's good. Okay, cool. Let's jump out and hope that the Tempest doesn't get destroyed. I just realized Tempest is really low HP as a result. So next over would be Survey Volcanic World. Tempest, are you? I gotta risk it. If it gets hit by Storm, it could get destroyed because it's low HP, but we're a bit on a time crunch. So this is a volcanic world, probably in the gravity well, in one of these nascent gravity wells. So let's jump in. Oh, a jungle world. Wow. This is a very fertile area of the world, huh? So here's one that looks good, but is non-meta, because it has rich, rare ore. So you'd never be able to farm decently here, but you could mine decently, because you could get organics, regular ore, and transplutonic ore. It does have high gravity and extreme weather, so you wouldn't be able to get a fully ring spool there either. So this is a world that looks good, but actually has a pretty high hazard rating as a result of its like stormy, nasty weather. All right, 2 down. Next up, heading to Nova Sidonia. Oh, look, the ship doctor was named after a star, apparently. And 40 days to complete. I think I should be able to complete these all, because we're going quick. That and I have a 20 movement speed fleet. So we're not slow in that regard. It's too bad I don't have Slip Surge, because I could Slip Surge off of this blue giant. Slip Surge is a really fun ability to use. It's like a gravity slingshot ability, essentially. So once I have it unlocked, I get to show you. Miss Lotus, thank you for the resub too. Alright, what am I doing here? I am surveying a barren world. Oh, not even at this star system over here. And, ooh, nice. This one has ruins. So free ruin delving. Not for much. I'll take it. And there's an inactive gate over here. Nice. It's kind of guarded, though? Or it has debris, destroyed ships around it or something? Debris, alright. It's always nice to get gate systems that are far away from core. So that if I wanted to, like, teleport back to the core, it's easy. Alright, next up. We are surveying a gas giant. 12 days away at current burn level. And then a probe. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to do all this. Nice. What is going on over here? Oh, just erroneous sensor stuff. How's it going? It's going pretty good. How about for you? Flying around, killing stuff, getting treasure. Life of a pirate. On stormy seas. The big sea in the sky. Oh, my Paragon took damage. Actually, you know, honestly, better the Paragon taking damage than, like, Lorax or Phantom. Because the non-combat ships, when they get hit by storms, same with Renmir here, get absolutely trashed. Whereas, like, I took the 7% damage. Renmir took, like, almost 100. Oh, wow. Dropped right into the place I needed to survey. This consumes a lot of my supplies, though, so I gotta be cognizant of the supplies I have and what I have remaining. That drone just revealed a location of a survey ship, which is in the same sector. Near the star. So maybe that's worth checking out before we leave, because we're not strapped for time, and I wouldn't mind getting extra... Oops, that's not what I meant to hit. Extra supplies while we're here. How was my week? You know, challenging, but not bad. Been very busy at IRL. Nice. My curiosity found another ruins with a beta core. It's worth a little bit of money. Also, it's worth mentioning I have a decent amount of cash now, so I can actually start invest. And what am I trying to do? Scan. I can. The scan didn't work. I can invest it in something in one of my planets. So I'm going to have you guys vote in a second for that. Why not build survey in both of them? Because their slots are full. So I wouldn't be able to. I wanted to move them fast. I wanted them to have a speed of 9 or better, because I was on a tight time clock for this all these missions. So if you take a look at their refits, they're set up to move as fast as possible. It is possible that at some point we spend a story point to build in the augmented drive fields, because I do think that Lorax and Phantom are ships we're going to use forever, because they're just really handy to have a giant cargo ship and also have a giant fuel ship. But if I had to pick between moving quick and surveying cheaper, I would pick moving quick when I'm on a tight time. So we know there is a survey ship. How much longer do I have for this? 42 days? There's a survey ship somewhere in the core. Well, that's a giant magnetosphere. And the orbital station is done. Ooh, Lynx, the little Tempest, just had its compromised hull repaired. So the total number of D-mods that we have in our current fleet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they're getting repaired as we go. And there's a service ship and a probe. The service ship let us know the location of a mothership and give us a whole bunch of materials. And the probe is defended. So we're going to have to fight in the Corona and kill them. The, like, domain era non-AI ships are just so easy to kill. By design. They're intentionally, like, horrible junkers. That are not difficult to explode. Except for when the Tempest takes off with one in tow. Hopefully someone with a burn drive can catch up and destroy it quick, because the this Corona is burning through our readiness. Oh, there it goes. That's not a bad amount of wreckage. 30, 30. Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what I dump, but we're full. Now let's get out of the Corona and off to our next destination. So the mothership, where is that? At Ophir. Nice, good to know. And now we are headed to the last spot, and I'm going to have you guys vote on what we do next. This last one was a bit of treasure hunting, a bit of improving relationship with pirates, and a bit of exploration and salvage missions. Because I've taken the time to go after, you know, surveys and probes and things like that we happen upon. I'm also getting a pretty good sizable chunk of money, so pretty soon here we can decide on what improvements I'm making to the fleet. Because there's some choices to be made. So the probe is a distance away from the center and in an asteroid field. Got it. Oh, maybe it's this asteroid field. Oh god, this is a neutron star blast system. Must be a little annoying. Oh, there's a desert world here that hasn't been blasted to death by the neutron star. So I'll go out to... oh, maybe it's here. Yes, it's here. Perfect. Get me out of these systems. I don't really like these systems much. I do actually want to go over to the desert world, see if it has nice stuff. So there's a volcanic world down there, and everything else here is like toxic, barren, or irradiated. Probably the best way to get over to that desert world is to blow through the heart of the star. Oh, it's a binary system. Okay. Oh, what's this? Another probe? We'll stop for probes. Oops. Get the debris. I know that scanning the neutron stars, or being in its blast path will give me topographical information. The thing is, I'm so close to Slip Surge, I'm 9 away, that I don't really need to nuke my own fleet for the remainder. Okay, so this, let me hide behind this. This does not have any ruins. I was just checking it for ruins, because often the habitable ones have ruins. Oh, Dragonmark 1's increased maintenance is done. We undemodded that, so now the Paragon is 2 S mods, no demods. Nice. All right. Known gate networks around. So there's Nova Sidonia, but I'm not going to fly that far for that. So instead, what I might do is pop around. So this is another neutron star. I'm just going to poke my head in here. I'm just looking for gates in this neighborhood. Oh no, this is a... Yeah, it is a neutron star. Let's get out of here. Going to the mothership? No, it's out of my way and also not related to the current voted goal. I'm just trying to make my way back to home. Looking for a gate to activate. There's not always a gate per solar system, but there's usually a or constellation or whatever. But there's often a gate like once every 3 constellations or so. This is a pretty busy system. There we go. Now we have Slip Surge. And I didn't need to nuke myself by a neutron star or go into a black hole or anything like that. There is a desert world here. Dryfang's degraded shields got repaired. Cool, so it's completely fixed up. And found some more ruins. Can't go wrong with ruins. I get asked this a lot. The reason I can tell what ruins are, see these like little specks of stuff, this debris field? That indicates ruins. That sort of Kessler syndrome, old satellite and space station garbage. Isn't it indicative of ruins? Old satellites and all that, yeah, that haven't decayed, gravitationally decayed back to the planet. That's how you know there's ruins? Because I get asked that a lot, and it's like, oh, how do you know? It's like, you know, I'm not psychic. The game just shows you. Every now and then it's challenging if the planet is in like a asteroid belt or something like that. Like, that happens. Where the planet will be an asteroid belt or Lagrange point with asteroids or something like that. And that's when it's like, it's a little bit harder to determine whether there's ruins or not. But generally speaking, that's how. So you guys want me to improve the planets? Improving the planets mostly means I need to get money. But here are the improvements I can make right now. So I could upgrade my orbital station to a battle station. So let me type these all out. Orbital station to battle station. And the benefit to that, if you're wondering, is battle stations are going to add an extra stability bonus, and then they're just simply stronger, so that if a fleet tries to attack Agroville, the planet, they have to go through a tougher battle station rather than an easier to kill orbital station. It's certainly not foolproof, because a fleet of like 13 battleships are going to smoke even the best battle stations, but you know, that's an upgrade. The other upgrade I could do is there's other ones as well. Like I could add commerce to here, or upgrade the ground to a heavy battery, but I'm only going to do the ones that I think are most needed, I'll put. So I could do the Patrol HQ, doing a military base. And the benefit of that is a military base is going to reduce the colony threat gain from 0.9 to 0.7. So the threat is going to climb slower as a result. And also the ships that are patrolling around my home solar system will be a little stronger. And then also, the downside is it will take a industry slot. So the Patrol HQ is free in terms of industry slots. But if I did a military base, it will fill the remaining industry from 2 to 3, meaning they won't be able to build anything else in Agroville until it expands. The other thing I could do over at Nick the Good is I could do Nick the Good from to Starport to Megaport. So Starport to Megaport is going to help Nick the Good grow. Megaport increases accessibility a lot and helps with population growth a lot. Or I could also add an orbital station here. Those are, or the fifth option, wait for Nick to hit size 4 and add heavy works. So right now, Nick the Good has no free industries, but if I wait for Nick the Good, which will grow in like next month or maybe the month after, I could then add heavy works or heavy industry, which is the ability to start manufacturing supplies, industrial equipment, weapons, and then also space-worthy ships, which is a way to increase your the quality of the fleets that patrol your sector. There's one other. I could add commerce to aggro, which would increase aggro's credits per month, but it would decrease the stability. And it would also add an independent market on aggro. So there you go, big old list. And I am going to try to make my way back down to the core worlds. Ooh, Snoozer's faulty power grid is now fixed. So we have 4 ships in this fleet that are all fixed up. Now that I'm not on a time limit, I can also like slow move through the storms rather than get blasted, because I have a finite amount of supplies and I don't want to use them all up. Storm wrecking myself. I don't think there's going to be anything interesting in this little neutron star system, but I'll check. Oh, great. Ow. I hate when that happens. Enter and it's just like, pulsar beam to the face. Thanks, game. Really wanted to get pulsar to the face today. Maybe it will pay off with a ruin. Nope, didn't. Well, fine. Be that way. Oh, there is something near the yellow star. Maybe a research station? No, the frickin' tiny ship that won't matter. There's something else over here, though. I mean, even tiny ships like that will every now and then have, like, harvested organs or something like that that is harvestable. Yep, there's a research station. I called it. Gauss Cannon Blueprint. Cyclone Reaper Blueprint, which is funny because I have a quest to go get a Cyclone Reaper Blueprint. So what I could do is I could get that Cyclone Reaper Blueprint from the hostile system that it's in. I forget the name of it. And then sell it to the pirates. So that the pirates get access to the Cyclone Reapers, which would make the pirates a lot stronger. Because those Cyclone Reapers are some of the best large missile systems in the game, in my opinion. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector, Scrappy Privateer, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 24th and February 25th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.